The Defense Threat Reduction Agency's Chemical Biological Technologies Department, in its role as the Joint Science and Technology Office, or JSTO, for the Chemical Biological Defense Program, sponsors and hosts the Chemical Biological Operational Analysis, known as SABOA. The annual scenario-based week-long user assessment views ruggedized S&T prototypes from both the operator and adversary perspective, provide critical warfighter input into form, fit, and function, identify fixes and improvements, and conduct system vulnerability or limitation analysis of S&T prototypes. SABOA is an opportunity for technology developers to interact with operational personnel and determine how their efforts might support future military capability gaps. The environment at SABOA facilitates a non-attributional collaborative working relationship, opening the aperture for the Joint Science and Technology Office, or JSTO, to engage non-traditional industry, academia, and government partners. SABOA Warfighters participants include the Army, Air Force, Navy, Marines, SOCOM, NGB, DHS Coast Guard, and Customs and Border Protection. SABOA also brings into the fold distinguished visitors from the Chemical Biological Defense Program senior leadership, other federal organizations such as Department of Homeland Security, DARPA, and leaders from the services during Observer Day. During scenario lanes, early developmental prototypes or models are placed in the hands of up to 130 service members to use while conducting realistic missions in adaptive scenarios against a threat unit in a CBR environment. Individual prototypes are then assessed for form, fit, and function. Technologies should be working and/or operational prototypes or representative models that are rugged enough to be used during live field operations. Concept Tent. Leveraging the resources and expertise at SABOA's field experiment, the User Feedback Tent for Technology Concepts is a venue conducted in conjunction with SABOA to receive warfighter feedback on emerging ideas and technology concepts not yet mature enough for the field exercises. In the Concept Tent, warfighters receive presentations using posters, PowerPoint charts, or representative models, and provide feedback through questionnaires to identify potential areas for improvement and/or employment and potential CB defense applications early in development when change is most cost-effective. The goal is to advance early S&T ideals into early prototypes that may participate in future SABOAs or other field experiments. Here's how the execution of the week plays out. Day 1 starts with a mandatory in-brief where you'll receive a SABOA overview, site orientation, and execution and operational overview. This is followed by rotations through initial technology training by industry and government field service representatives. This is not a sales pitch, and training should be tailored for the user, soldier level. You're not training scientists. Warfighters will also rotate through the Concept Tent, where warfighter respondents will provide feedback through survey questionnaires. Day 2 is continued training with the warfighters to both familiarize them with your tech and train them to operate that tech. Developmental ruggedized prototypes are placed in the hands of warfighters to use while conducting realistic missions in chem, bio, and rad environments where technologies are assessed for form, fit, and function. Directly after the scenario, warfighters are given the opportunity to provide non-attributional feedback to data collectors in hot washes and formal debriefs. That feedback is then passed on to the developers on site, and in some cases, the tech is reconfigured before the next scenario begins. Technology developers will receive feedback directly from warfighters during the events and a summary report of data collected, as well as warfighter findings and observations after the events. Distinguished Visitors Day brings together observers from government senior leaders and key stakeholders from across the Chemical Biological Defense Program and federal government. Observer participants will have the opportunity to engage with technology reps, observe live scenarios, and tour behind-the-scenes operations. Now, how can you participate in a SABOA? First, receive and review the Request for Information, or RFI, on sam.gov. or through vulcan-sof.com. Once you've received and reviewed the RFI, you can then submit your technology via JSTO's Vulcan collection. Vulcan was developed to accelerate the delivery of technology solutions to emerging challenges. You can scan the QR code or follow the link in the description to find the RFI. Once your technology has been selected, you may participate in technology interviews with the SABOA team to determine how to best incorporate your technology into the field scenarios and identify desired data points, as well as learn more about all of the selected technologies. Finally, review the SABOA Memorandum of Instruction, or MOI, that will be sent to you. It contains admin information along with logistics for shipping, places to stay, maps, and a link to the SABOA schedule. SABOA provides a non-attributional learning environment for S&T to explore the art of the possible with S&T prototypes, facilitates technology collaborations with other participants and potential government sponsors, informs rapid acquisition opportunities, leads to more secure network and sensor systems, and optimizes individual technologies for the anticipated mission. The event views technologies from both the operator and adversary perspectives to buy down risk while providing warfighters insight into future capabilities. SABOA is the premier ChemBio event for assessing, advancing, and showcasing emerging technologies, creating a safer battlefield for our warfighters. We hope to see you there.